Hello and welcome to the Boomtown Hoops post-game show. A show so big, we had to start it twice. Lou Dort game winner, Shea 42 points. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll just start by introducing ourselves. I'm your host, Bobby Howard. With me, we got Cody Beat, Jesse Postier, and we're here to break down what was a tremendously fun game for the Thunder. And let's just start where we left off. Lou Dort, game-winning shot, wide open from three. Cody, what was going through your mind when Lou Dort teed that thing out?
Yeah, just knew it was going to go in, honestly. Wide open shot, great pass, caught it in form in the corner, easiest three to hit. And the way he was shooting tonight in the fourth quarter, he just wasn't missing. So great shot from Dort. Double dribble by Patty Mills, crazy. Won't see that too often, especially from a Spurs team. Just a crazy ending, and man, glad to watch it, that's for sure.
Yeah, double dribbles are weird enough. Like, you never see those in an NBA game, let alone in the last minute. So that definitely opened the door for the Thunder. Lou Dort, very big game in the fourth. Scored 9 of the Thunder's last 11 points, and those were 9 of his 16 points overall. So he really turned it on at the end. Jesse, your thoughts on Lou Dort when he was teeing that thing up? How excited were you?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that SGA was taking the ball out. That kind of threw me off. And honestly, I was kind of moving ahead to overtime. I wanted to watch SGA some more. But yeah, the Lou corner three. I mean, he made, I think, 3 towards the end of the game. So yeah, I'm just glad he finally got his buzzer beater.
Yeah, I know. It felt like a real redemptive moment for Lou, and I really think that did probably get to him. And you could tell by the reaction of the bench, dogpiling him over there. Just really a really cool moment. I love the unnecessary just kind of falling down for no reason on the follow-through. Excellent photo of that for sure. But, that performance in the fourth was made possible by Shea. And that play, using Shea as a decoy, passing the ball in, I think a lot of people were ready for Al to pass it back out to him. And then the two options they were looking for, Al Horford drive to the bucket or a Shea shot from outside. They were not thinking about our guy Lou Dort in the corner. Can't leave Lou alone. And that's what's remarkable is they had to double team Shea. He was getting whatever he wanted tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely just dominating the Spurs. That was the only option they had. So I'm sure Pop and crew definitely okay with a Lou Dort corner three to end the game. But you know what? We are too, because we knew he was going to make the dang thing this time. So let's talk a little bit about Shea, because up until the Lou Dort game winner, definitely a Shea night. A career high 42 points. Almost a 10-point improvement on his previous high, and just got whatever he wanted. Cody, your thoughts on Shea's performance, his selectivity, and just his poise down the stretch?
Yeah, just a career game from him, like you said. To score 42 on 20 shots and to go 13 of 20 from the field. Super efficient. He's been doing this all year, but he finally got aggressive. I don't think it's a coincidence that he felt snubbed after the All-Star selections yesterday. Put up a real big performance. Great game. He only shot the ball 3 times in the fourth, so it was really kind of facilitating getting Horford and Dort kind of going. You did not like that shot he took to try and take the lead at the end of the fourth. Step back three. I know he can hit that, but it felt rushed when he had a 2-for-1 opportunity. So luckily, Spurs turned it over, and the rest is history. But would have liked a better decision making on that shot for sure. But can't really complain too much whenever the guy puts up 42 and you win the game. So
yeah, and that really was one of, if not the only really questionable shot he made. Felt very forced, very un-Shea. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, is the Thunder won this game because down the stretch Shea didn't force it. When the Spurs were doubling, they were looking for better options, and they don't win this without guys making shots that they needed to, like Dort, as we saw. Jesse, your thoughts on Shea's remarkable game?
Yeah, I thought he started out the first really well, kind of quiet in the second, but everybody was. For me, as soon as Lou hit that 3 in the third, and then I think SGA got the 4-point play right after that, from there on out, he was just incredible to watch for me. I think mostly he made really good decisions, and he was getting to the rim when he wanted to. And then at the end of the game, he was kicking the ball out, and other players were making shots. So I just thought he did a really good job at controlling the end of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. He was just a maestro down the stretch for sure. Shout out to Al Horford as well. Very solid game, 16, 7, and 7. But, it was Shea's night. Absolutely Shea's night. The type of stuff that, we all love about him really showed that he, I believe, deserves to be an all-star. You could talk about, getting, the snub spite sort of performance, but, I think that's just how Shea plays. He plays within himself, and just, what else can you say about the guy at this point? Although, I will say, in the comments, we just had, our guy Sean loves himself some spice. But Shea better than Russ and KD at this point in his career. So season 3. Season 3 KD and Russ. Okay, here's the thing. I think I agree on Russ. I don't know. I do not agree on Durant at all. That guy was a beast. Scoring champion Kevin Durant, keep in mind. Cody, your thoughts on that?
KD an all-star in his third year?
Yeah, no, he was comfortably an all-star. Oh no!
I'm just saying. I don't know if he's going to be, at the same point in his career, the second best generation talent that we've seen since I've been alive. But hey, yeah, Sean, you said what you said. You always have the spicy takes, man, and I appreciate it.
I'm here for the spice. Yeah, he said what he said what he said. But you know what? It's about. I would agree with the Russ point. If you just remove the and KD. I co-sign that take for sure. Jesse, your thoughts on that?
I like to block out the Kevin years, so I'm good with it.
Fair enough.
I'm fine with the comment.
Fair enough. So let's talk about what the Thunder didn't do well today. Anything the Spurs did to really screw with the Thunder today? Cody?
One of those things, we've talked about, if we're hitting shots, we can be competitive and beat anybody in the league. I wasn't too super high on us shooting 44 threes. That just seems like a whole bunch for a team that doesn't shoot the ball very well. But they were going in, so, you can't really complain too much. They really held Baisley down. He went 0 of 8 from the field. He had 10 rebounds, though. It's any game you play against a Greg Popovich team is going to be tough, and you have to grind it out, and they found a way to win. I think Mark Daignault and the coaching staff deserves a lot of credit for sure.
Absolutely. Could you imagine Scott Brooks or Billy Donovan drawing up a play like that at the end? You could never. No. They had Kyle Singler dishing out assists to Russ. It just confusing, but I love Daignault's sets at the end for sure. So great coaching on that end. Jesse, any weaknesses you saw tonight?
I think aside from Shea and Lou and Al in the fourth, man, nobody could get anything going. And I think we're lucky that SGA was having the night that he was, because then he was able to start facilitating, and then other guys started getting hot. So, to me, this whole game was about SGA with Lou at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wasn't a fan of some of our defense. DeJounte Murray and especially towards the end, Patty Mills just absolutely cooked the Thunder on defense. But at the end of the day, it's about scoring, getting buckets, I guess, and that's what Dort and Shea did. So shout out to that. But especially down the stretch offensively, that's just tough. Because again, Shea was making the right plays, but you have to have the guys hit those shots. And if it wasn't for Lou Dort just going crazy at the end out of nowhere, that's an L. That's an L for sure. But anyways, let's go ahead and take. Actually, let's ask this question: who's the player of the game? So Dort got the game winner, but Shea had the more complete game. So how would you measure this out, Cody? I'll let you start.
Yeah, it's got to be Shea. He kept the team in the game the entire time. He almost scored half the points. You got 25 points out of the bench, and then you didn't get a whole lot else between Baisley and Horford. If you take those three out, good luck. It would have been a blowout. So I'm going to go with Shea and sticking to it.
Yeah, Jesse, I think I know your answer, but I'm still going to give you the floor on this.
I mean, I do agree that the night was SGA's, but for me, we don't close out the fourth the way that we did without Lou. He got the buzzer beater. I thought he did struggle most of the game, so it was nice to see him turn it on. So I do agree with Cody. I feel like the easy answer is SGA. But I mean, I just want to talk about Lou, the buzzer beater.
Yeah, just such a great moment for sure. I'm gonna give it to Shea, but it's also like it doesn't. You're right. It does not happen without Dort. So I don't know. We'll go with a Shaq and Kobe style, all-star co-MVP sort of thing. Looking ahead though, Friday night, the Atlanta Hawks, and guys, you know what that means. Gallo is back. He spent tonight just absolutely toasting out there with Trae Young. So, are we excited to see Gallo back in the peak?
I kind of forgot that's where he played, honestly.
Fair enough.
I mean, I liked him well enough. It'll be fun to match up against him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a good time to play old players, and we'll see if he gets a tribute. I don't know. Oklahoma City's gotten a little better with it, but I certainly would love it. At least play the Danilo Gallinari song a little bit, and I'll be happy. Cody, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. He sent Celtics Twitter into a meltdown tonight, so he straight up cooked the Celtics tonight. Yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, Trae Young will be there too, so hopefully, he's not pulling his little chair game that he's been playing this entire season on Shea or Dort. So trying to draw fouls that aren't fouls. But yeah, it'll be an interesting game. Collins is going to be tough to stop. Capella is going to. I mean, we've seen our interior defense. If Horford doesn't play, even if he does play, sometimes it's not the best. So, I mean, they got some players, so it should be a really good game.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Before we go, usually we do this every time there's a cool alternate. Unfortunately, Josh isn't here to give his grade on it. But your grade on the San Antonio Spurs alternates with the Fiesta colors. Jesse, I'll let you start.
I mean, it wasn't like completely off-putting to me. I'd probably just say it was more okay.
Okay. Cody, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I love the colorway. But if they were going to go, I wish they would have gone just retro with it. Just go back to, how the Raptors have the actual Raptor on their jersey. Like, if you're going to do a throwback, just go full throwback.
The thing is, I think the Spurs throwbacks are just their normal uniforms for the most part, unless you went with, like, the George Gervin, black letters on black jersey. But I, for one, big fan of the Fiesta colors. It's been long overdue. The tradition there, going all the way back to the Alamo Dome days. Just it's too cool to not do. I give this one a 10 out of 10 on my point of view. I know a lot of people. Sean is over here just roasting it and Poku at the same time, but love it. I'm a sucker for the Fiesta color scheme for sure. But. All right, Cody, Jesse, thank y'all so much for joining us, and thank all of you for enjoying this Dort victory as well as Shea's big game. It's been fun. So we'll see you Friday night, and hey, afterwards not afterwards, but on Thursday we will be doing another Top Shot show. So make sure to check us out there. Giving away some good stuff. I'm excited. Cody, you got a pack, so we actually have a pack to open.
Hit the lottery.
Yeah. I mean, the real question is who's more clutch, you or Lou tonight, but I think it's a toss-up. So make sure to join us for then. We're going to give away some cool stuff, so make sure to tune in. But anyways, for me, Cody, and Jesse, this has been the Boomtown Hoops postgame show. Till next time, Thunder up.